We are back with another episode of Stand By or Pass. Should theater shows stay in the park? Find out on this episode of Park Goers Go. Let's go! Hello, Park Goers, and welcome to another episode of Park Goers Go, your go-to theme, your go-to,
That's all, folks.
your go-to podcast for all things theme parks. On today's episode, we are doing another Stand By or Pass.
Crowd favorite.
Well, one of us will bring up a hot button opinion and discuss it, and we will have to decide if you stand by it or if you'd rather pass.
I don't know if hot button opinion
Hot
is
button?
the-
Hot-
well, what are they normally called?
Hot
take.
Hot takes.
It's a hot
That's what it
take.
is.
It's a hot take.
Not hot buttons.
Yeah, it's not a hot button
button.
issue.
Our buttons are room temperature at most.
I'm your host, Nate.
I'm Dustin.
And I'm Logan.
And I'm Dustin.
And I'm Logan.
And I'm Dustin.
Who are you?
I'm Nate. But today's topic is coming from Dustin. Dustin.
The call is coming from inside the house.
Yes. Dustin, take it away. What is your stand by or pass today?
What is your hot standby or pass today?
All right. So, my standby or pass is
Better be good.
theater shows do not belong in theme parks.
Whoa.
Now, here's the caveat. You ready?
All the theater shows in...
Nope. Stunt shows are the only ones that I think should be in theme parks.
And I think you should bite your tongue.
Well, okay. I'm gonna explain my rationale behind it. All right. So I was thinking the other day, going to all these theme parks. I'm like, oh, some of the best memories I have is going to see Frozen in the Hyperion. I'm like, oh, that's so good. And then also like all the stunt shows, like I said. But then I started thinking, you pay a lot of money to go to these theme parks. And mainly when you go to theme parks, you go for the rides or meeting the characters or things like that. And as these theme parks start to get bigger and bigger, I'm talking about theme parks, not so much amusement parks. So like the big ones like Busch Gardens, Universal, and Disney, as they start to get bigger and bigger, they start expanding more and more. So you not only have the theme parks, you also have shopping districts. You also have, well, I guess shopping districts mainly, but you also have like restaurants and all this stuff. And I was thinking, why are there these theater shows in the theme parks?
I was thinking, why?
Well, yeah, why? Okay, let's paint a picture. Okay, you're going to the theme, you're spending a whole week down in Florida, right? And then you go, okay, we're going to go to the theme park one day, you're going to go to this theme park the other day, but we're just going to have a chill day. We'll go down to Springs. What's there to do at Springs that's not related to the theme parks? Oh, you can go see Cirque du Soleil. It used to be you could see the Blue Man Group down at Universal, but they got rid of that. But it's odd that the shows are in the parks where you have to buy a ticket. And then while you're waiting in line and trying to make the most of your day riding rides, they're like, oh, here's some shows you can watch too if you get tired. It's like, no, take those out of the theme parks, put them in these other places. Like I would gladly pay a smaller fee to go see a show at like Springs or at City Walk, because I mean, another thing that people do is they go to dinner shows. They go look at Medieval Times, or they go to the pirate show or a murder mystery thing.
I love Medieval Times.
And those are like, I don't understand why these theme parks haven't capitalized on them. And then the more I started to think about it on the business end, the more I was just like, yeah, no, that doesn't make any sense. But then I was also thinking of it as, as a customer of a theme park, where you look at Hollywood Studios primarily has shows and not a lot of kid rides. So if you had a kid, which, I'm sure I brought this story up before, where I was in guest relations, a guy next to me was complaining to guest relations justifiably because him and his young children rode all the rides and saw all the shows before 12 o'clock. And then they're like, well, there's nothing really we can do. And I feel like it's just fluff, it's just like kind of a fluff thing where it's just like, oh, this only has to play like I don't know, 8 times a day. And so we'll just, do that so that people sit down so that we can say, oh, they did a couple of different attractions as opposed to, building more rides or, trying to make things more efficient. That's where I kind of came down to it. I don't think they should just go away forever, but I do think that they should move them outside of the theme parks.
Just once a week.
No, not
Yeah,
once a
yeah,
week.
exactly. Just once a week. But like I said, with stunt shows, I understand. Like stunt shows have the energy behind them, or even like a bigger scale show that involves a lot of like special effects, like the Bourne show, Bourne stunt. Oh, I guess it is a stunt show. Never mind.
Doesn't like the pizzazz. Doesn't like
I want the pizzazz.
like the flash, all the not buttons.
The butts.
No,
Those hot buttons.
not the belts. What's the word? Oh, knobs and
Flashy?
no.
Let them cook.
Bells and whistles?
Bells and whistles. He
There
likes
you
all the
go.
bells and whistles. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, and I mean, like I said though, the energy. Like I can go see a play anywhere, but I can't see a stunt show anywhere. Like I'm fine with going to a theme park to see those. Like people flying over places. Like okay, my adrenaline's up. Let me go ride a ride too. Whereas at theme parks, it's like let's watch them do a shorter version of Beauty and the Beast. It's like okay.
Well,
He hates Beauty and the Beast.
he does.
Dustin is a
I
Beauty and the
will-
Beast hater.
I mean, no, it's not my favorite.
Well, Beauty and the Beast one is, it leaves something to be desired. But
Desired,
But then
yeah.
when I think about like the Lion King show that is so
That's a good show.
dramatic and like that it is super engaging and fun to watch and almost like a mini experience. And then you get to see all the floats and stuff. Like, is that you're including all of them, like not just the ones that are lower on the totem pole?
No.
Are they tiered where it's like the Lion King one is so theatrical and intense and like very much an experience versus like Beauty and the Beast is definitely scaled down.
Okay, I'll okay. We can add more caveats to it. When it comes to shows that rely heavily on crowd interactions, I think also could belong, like the Frozen sing along. That's a cute thing. It doesn't
No, he
take
said belong.
Well, it doesn't take a lot of
Frozen
time out of the
sing-along
day.
is honestly like, if there was one show, no, not knocking the Frozen sing along. I love the Frozen sing along.
Sounds like you
You
are.
got
If
very
there was one
aggressive,
show
yeah.
that I would be like, get rid of it, it's the Frozen sing along.
That's like one of the most popular
Right.
ones.
That's like the lowest effort possible. No offense to the cast members. The
cast
guys are great.
First of all, the cast member is hilarious.
Yes,
Elsa
they
comes
are.
out, and there's like all the little things
she
that come
come out?
around.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does.
I think
at the end.
Hans came out too. Not Hans, Kristoff.
Maybe I just need
She
to watch the show
sings.
again.
She sings, and then she puts all the
Snow?
bubbles. Well, they're bubbles
It's soap.
at you.
Snow.
It's Disney snow.
Right.
Snow.
It tastes weird and it burns your eyes.
So
Okay, I forgot about all that stuff, but it is I mean, a lot of it is just like watching the movie.
yeah,
in a
but it's
sense.
engaging and stuff.
Yeah, no, but anything that requires crowd participation, I think works as well, because they do have that super cute show in Disneyland. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's Left of the Castle. It's very small. The venue's very small, but it's these two guys that recount the stories. I know one of them's Tangled, and I think the other one's Beauty and the Beast, but then they have the princess comes out too.
Oh, and that beautiful
And they're
stage,
just over the
like the outdoor stage.
Yeah, they're just really funny, and they seem more like the I don't know, like a traveling troupe, right? As opposed to like this big production.
Yeah.
But the Lion King show, I think, is a great example, Logan, of what you were talking about, because that is a theater in the round. Like, it's also something that I wouldn't pay money to see. You know what I mean?
What?
Like, if they took it out of the theme park, then I wouldn't be like, oh, let me pay to watch that.
I would.
No, I like it in the theme park because of the audience participation.
Dustin, are you standbying or passing your own?
I am still standbying it. But, I mean, like I said, the caveats, crowd participation
no,
and
hold
stunt.
on, because I was gonna say I think I shouldn't have proposed to you caveats. I think you stood by. That's what you're saying. That's what yours is. I will give my reasons as to why I think that's a hard pass.
Okay.
But also some concessions as to like, okay,
Oh,
yeah,
I'm
like,
sorry. So no caveats, but concessions are okay.
no, you created it.
Yeah, no. At the end, we're going to do the hard yes or no,
Oh.
because that's what we did last time. So we can do caveats now, but at the end we will make a choice. But please tell me your concessions.
Well, I had to tell you all of my opinions.
Okay, go ahead. We got time.
First one, you're wrong. No. I think they definitely have their place in one, operationally, and like crowd control. I think having those opportunities to be able to not ride a ride, and interestingly enough, I think for kids, like being able to take them to something else rather than a ride, even though there aren't, it does make sense that there's not a lot of specific rides in specific parks for kids. That makes sense to me. But I do think that they belong because it's very much Disney. Everybody, well, I guess not just Disney, or did you specifically? No, you said Disney, Universal, and whatever that third one was.
Yeah, Busch Gardens. I mean, I guess you can include SeaWorld too.
Yeah.
Animal shows too. I can see animal shows. So stunt shows participation in animal shows. Proceed.
I still think they should be there because also, I mean, like some of them are Broadway grade performances, like The Lion King.
Name 3.
Finding Nemo. And then there is...
You think the Finding Nemo one is Broadway great?
It is.
I haven't seen it.
I was gonna.
No,
I
I
was
mean
also
it is
going
like
to,
it is
say,
off Broadway. It's like official, like
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I don't think there was
No,
a
it's
Finding
not.
Nemo on Broadway.
No, the Lion King one. You're talking about the one that's a theater in the round
Yes.
in Animal Kingdom. No, that's not off Broadway. That's very much right from the animated film.
Well, that's like Broadway-esque.
I disagree.
Yeah, I guess because you don't really have.
They are Broadway level.
We don't have to dive into it, but I disagree.
They are Broadway off level.
I will agree with Finding Nemo, and I will agree with Frozen, and then I'm
Frozen
sure the
is
Aladdin one
not
that was before Frozen.
Off Broadway level.
No, Logan, the Hyperion Frozen.
I haven't seen this. I need to. See
I don't know what the
this.
Hyperion.
That was the one in Disneyland.
Oh, I don't know that.
Yeah. No. The one in Disneyland is like, that's the closest you're going to get to Broadway level on Disney property. It was like really good. But no, not the Frozen sing-along. No,
I know, that's what I'm
I would not go to Broadway to listen to some people talk about Frozen.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like tiered them where off Broadway level, because it's not Broadway.
Yeah.
There's the Finding Nemo. There's the, what did I just say?
You said
King.
Lion
King.
King, but I still disagree.
Little Mermaid? I haven't seen the original show.
I don't remember it at all.
The original one was not, but the new one might be.
Yeah, possibly Little Mermaid. And then now at Epic, the
Untrainable Dragon.
Untrainable Dragon is definitely off-Broadway grade, considering, I mean, like, the plot and stuff.
Sure.
But theatrically, insane. And then I'm sure that the Harry Potter one's going to be. But all of those things, well, even just those, now just talking about those Epic ones, like, they contribute so much to the land and the space that those really make sense to me. Like some of these other ones I can see, like where they're just kind of space fillers.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, well, this is popular. Let's just throw this one in here. And it doesn't really have anything to do with necessarily the space or the land. Because, I mean, Disney isn't always super on theme like that.
Here's a question. If a show is so integral, to a land, doesn't that say more about the land than it does the show? I would also argue on top of that, take that show out of Isle of Berk. Does Isle of Berk still work?
Yep.
Okay. Now put that show in City Walk. Would you pay to see that show?
If I haven't seen it, yes.
Okay. Well, then there you go. I mean, that's kind of proving my point.
And then after I seen it, I would ask for my money back. Well, and I think that is a part of the thing too, is that these aren't like, because they're kind of shorts. They're like shorts. That if they did take it out of the park, it definitely would need to be longer and more drawn out, and like have these different acts and stuff, which I think they could totally do. And I would love to see some of them.
Yeah.
If they are going to get put, like, say if they do get pulled and they get put into Disney Springs, that sounds great to me. But at the same time, I don't want them to be gone out of the parks, because I think that they're so, like, I want to be able to see shows and do other things other than just ride the rides.
I agree. But I will say what I do find funny is that you guys are pointing out that the ones that aren't off-Broadway quality, you're okay if they leave. But then the ones that are off-Broadway quality, you guys are also okay if they left the park, were able for you to buy individual tickets, but you also kind of want them in the park. So, I mean,
If they left.
I don't really see where I'm losing this argument, but I'm still holding pretty strong.
Not really, because I want them in the parks. Like, I would rather them be in the park because I don't want to have to go to pay to go watch them somewhere else. If they are of the same quality and as they are now. If we just take that and put it in there and put it over and we're like, hey, you need to pay for this to watch it, and it's still like 10, 15 minutes, no, it's not worth it. But if it's in the park and it's still a part of the ticket, it's like you can go see multiple in one ticket and be able to go ride your ride still and be able to do all those things. Yes, I would much rather it just be in there and just do that. The only reason I would be fine with it being pulled or taken somewhere else is if it's like upgraded significantly.
Okay.
Even the ones that are like off-Broadway level, because they're like the technicality and theatricality like behind it is great, but then it normally lacks story, or it's just like a very small piece of the story that gets resolved in like 5 minutes.
And then I guess that would also, add on to my argument, which is I feel like the reason why they are so short is because they're in theme parks and they know that they have to do quick turnarounds. They know that people don't want to wait that long to see something, so they get them in and out so that they can ride more rides. I very much agree with you, though, that if they do take it out of the park, they have to expand them. But that's literally off-Broadway. You know what I mean? It's just take a Broadway show and put it somewhere else, because I think that's what these other areas where they tout like Disney Springs and Universal City Walk as, the place where you can shop and also do experiences. It's like, well, you have the technology and the capability of creating these shows, these awesome shows, expand them and then build theaters so that people can actually see them without going to the parks.
That's not your stand by or pass. No, your stand by or pass is if they belong in the parks.
Yeah, take them out.
I can't imagine going to a Disney park or Universal or any kind of park and going in and the exclusively only have roller coasters and rides.
Well, stunt shows too, or animal shows.
Well, also, especially Disney. Like, I can't imagine going to Disney and there not being like some form of singing song or like a performance where they're singing and telling a story in that capacity.
That's Magic Kingdom in a nutshell. The only live performances are by animatronics.
Cornerstone Disney.
But that's animatronics.
Yeah, but what child wants to go in and then not see Elsa up there singing and then showing her powers in front of them, but would rather see an animatronic that they only get to see for like 5 seconds on a ride?
You can meet Elsa. I mean, I'm sure they'd rather meet Elsa.
Well, what about like stage shows? What about like, because like Magic Kingdom has stage shows out in front of the castle. Does that count as being eliminated?
No, because that's not.
No, because that would tank my argument.
No. It's not in a theater. I'm talking about like theaters you go in and then you sit down and you watch.
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
If that's the case, then I feel like you could also argue against me parades, but I'm not arguing that. I mean, keep parades. Parades
Yeah,
are
I'm not
fun.
against parades.
Same with the stage shows. And people wandering around, I think that's fine too.
Personally, I love the Broadway. I like the theater shows because I like having the option to just like pop into something, and like last minute just go in, sit down, watch the show, 20 minutes, it's like a nice like break, but you still feel like you're being productive. And I think they're really good. I do think that they could be better because we've seen footage of some of the foreign parks that have amazing talent. Again, no offense to any entertainment cast members, but like literally, like when we talk about Broadway, like Broadway level, like vocals and like puppetry and visuals and stuff like that, that I think if we had that here, you probably wouldn't have the same opinion, I think, because I think they look amazing. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I like them. If you did say parades, I'm not a big parade fan. But we're not talking about parades today. But
Pandora's box.
I really do think that the shows have, not only do they solve with puppets for like crowds and stuff, but I think they fill a niche for some audience members, especially because most Disney movies are musicals, which I feel like it's like a celebration in that. But I think Beauty and the Beast could use some upgrades. I'm gonna I'm gonna leave it there.
Okay. I will also say, if they made a nice theater in Disney Springs or in Universal and it became the talk of the town, everybody knew that, oh, this play here, this is some good stuff. This is off Broadway, but rivals Broadway. Give that theater a name. I bet you that those top talents that you guys are talking about who apply for this or audition and then they finally get it, I bet you they would have way more pride, and I bet you they get way more jobs if they said, oh, I played this character in this play for however long the season was at this theater, than saying, oh, yeah, no, I did acting as this character in the theme park.
I do think, honestly, though, you're onto something with the Disney Springs / like City Walk Theater idea, because I feel like it would do very well. And I'm actually kind of surprised that they haven't done something like, I mean, I guess Cirque du Soleil kind of is that in its own like way.
Yeah.
But I think it would do so well.
I agree. Which is, I feel like that's kind of where it came down in a nutshell. Like, I'm also not opposed to just build a theater there, put some Broadway level stuff there, and then keep the stuff in the theme parks. It's just, when you start to split hairs, you start to realize, okay, well, why would they do that if they already have the stuff in the theme parks? And then it's just, I understand at one point there was a need for the shows in the theme park, but like these recreation of like the films and all that, just make them better, take them out of the park, and then let me buy a ticket. Because a lot of this stuff I would love to see, but I don't want to buy a ticket. It's just, it's a Saturday night. Oh, what are we going to do with the kids? Go to the theme park to watch the show they really like, or we could just buy a ticket and then, go see it right now, Broadway style. I don't know. That's just how I feel.
I do want that to happen. I want that to happen.
But guys, and let's be honest. The reality of the situation is
it's not gonna.
No, this is a stand by or pass, so I have to make a claim. That would be controversial. But when it comes to this stand by or pass, I think we kind of, I think we all have our caveats and concessions, and I think we could kind of see each side.
Well, I have one thing.
Yeah.
I think Dustin also just wants the death of theater.
I do. Because I know if they decide to do this, they'll kill off the ones in the theme park first, and then at that point, I'll say, never mind, stop building.
He's talking about the actors.
Yes, kill all of them off.
Okay. We've heard the arguments, the critiques. So what do we think? What's everyone's final decision? Would you remove them from the parks or keep them in the parks? So do they belong?
If we're forced to have to pick, which we are because of the sake of the game, to stand by or pass Dustin's claim, I pass.
I think I'll pass.
I will also have to pass.
Pass.
I see how it is. If we're talking all theater shows, and by that I mean performative theater, I'm not talking about like Country Bears and stuff.
All the things he likes.
Well, no, I'm not going down my caveat list. I'm just saying that performative theater. I would say no.
That's not an option.
I would pass. No, I would pass.
Pass.
Because like I said, with my caveats, I agree with myself. But if it was just get rid of all the shows from theme parks without any other thing going on, then no, I would pass as well. But I do raise this next one. All right. So here it is. Would you rather have all the shows that are currently there in the theme parks with nothing on the outside? So that means no Cirque du Soleil, no medieval times, no anything like that when you're at the theme parks. Or would you rather have no shows inside the theme park, but you do have multiple Broadway-style longer versions in theaters at Universal and Disney?
Extra free, larger shows. I mean, I think I would, obviously I would prefer, or I would be fine with that one. But like, how many are we actually adding
honestly,
in like outside?
Three Disney, 2 Universal.
I would honestly, I want to say yes just because I would love to see, like, again, like the leveling up of these shows. Like, I think that they could be better. I don't think they're bad, but I think that they could be better because we've seen what Disney can do on Broadway, and it's never going to be Broadway. But you can even do half Broadway and it'll still be like pretty good, like pretty amazing, I think.
Right.
And I would definitely pay for that. I mean, I think it would be fantastic. If it was like under $100. But I think it would be great.
Well, yeah, because then you would just kind of like every time that you come down or visit, like you would see one show or something. Like you're most likely not going to go to like all of the shows in your visit because one, it's going to be expensive, and two, like I can't imagine you want to go see a show every night while you're here and like going to the parks or whatever, specifically for vacations.
Well, even for locals who don't have season passes or annual passes, like, I mean, that's one way to bring them in.
Yeah.
I just like the idea now of not having a park day because parks are expensive, and then just having a chill day at the pool, and then in the evening, take the kids to go see Frozen at some really nice theater. I'm like, you know what? That sounds pretty nice.
Yeah, it would be cool. And I think that they would generate a lot of income and everything, or it could generate a lot that way. It would just suck at the same time in instances of like Epic and the Harry Potter or the Ministry of Magic like area or what is it called? I don't know. Wizarding World area.
Yeah.
The circus one. Like I would be fine with like, cause then I was just imagining, I was like, oh, but what if they took the show out of that, but they still had the like circus thing there because it's like an icon in the middle. It would be cool if you can like walk through it. Like that's something that I could accept. It's hard for me to be like, no, take it out because it's such a huge piece in that land, like a pivotal, like that's the center of everything, that it's hard to be like, take it away. Like, and I'll still understand that this is Fantastic Beasts pulled from this. But now that I'm thinking about it too, if they did like pull it or whatever, put it somewhere else, it would be really cool to be able to like walk through and they have like pictures of the different beasts or something. And then they can even be like, go watch this show. Here, it's over here. You have to pay for a ticket. Like,
right.
But still, yeah.
No,
I mean, that I would be fine with. It just, I feel like there would also be something lost in the parks.
And I do think that we've all kind of pretty much agree and have like a pretty common ground that when it comes to inside the park, shorter form things are good to stay, like stunt shows, animal shows, participation shows, any of those kind of things. But ones that you are supposed to be Broadway thing, instead of just giving us a little taste of it, expand it to full Broadway and then have us pay tickets outside of the park.
Yeah.
Right? Is that more or less? Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
cool.
I could accept that.
Yeah, I think this was a fairly successful Stand By or Pass. We all agreed. And once again, I agreed against my Stand By or Pass. But with the caveats, I think it's a good thought.
Well, that's the end of today's episode of Stand By or Pass. Let us know in the comments on Instagram or Spotify or on our website. I don't know. Let us know if you stand by this opinion or if you pass and love theater shows the way they are and think that they should never change no matter what happens or how technology advances.
That was the most chaotic ending.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Park Goers Go. Catch our new episodes every Wednesday and catch up on our old episodes on Spotify. For any updates and new information about the theme parks or the podcast, follow us on Instagram at ParkGoersGo or visit our website at www.parkgoersgo.com. This episode was produced by Logan, Nathaniel, and Dustin, and edited by me, Dustin. Our theme song was created by John Riedel. You can follow Logan Nathaniel's theme park adventures on Instagram at Parkgoers. You can follow me at Mr. Parkgoer. If you'd like to reach out to us, visit our website and send a comment or a compliment or a critique, but not so much the critique. And until then, see you in the parks.
Should theater shows belong in the park? No.